one day back because
First stop of the day, this really cool glass facade building that has operable shading and openings. Yeah, I don't know what else we're going to be up to today, so I'll bring you along, but I know we're going to Vals. Minutes later, we're off the bus in a new location. Where? I don't know. We'll find out though. This is the Vals River, and we're on this beautiful stone bridge. Let me show you the view. There's Cole and Solana. So we were told we're gonna go visit the only inhabited island in the Chichino Rivers area, so let's go. I guess this is how they made it down there?
Apparently. You got it, Natanya.
This church is what we're going to be looking at for today's time here.
Has a gorgeous apse we saw. And it just was pointing out to you that even the fence posts are stone, the water fountains are stone, but anything you can make out of stone, you're making out of stone in this place.
To go in the Romanesque church. It's going to be real dark, so you might not be able to see it.
I don't know why. I think it's just the sun.
Well, at least try. Bus was right ahead of us, but Jenny's going off on her own adventure. So I don't really know. I'm following the herd and I'm ready for the bus. But I thought we were going somewhere else here.
We're supposed to be here for 2 hours.
Yeah, so I'm a little confused.
45 minutes.
We're not going to the bus?
45 minutes?
Okay, we're not going to the bus even though the bus is open. So we're going somewhere. Just giving up on trying to know where we're going. I'm just following and I'll let you know where we end up.
Where'd she go? She's just trying to prove a point. Figures significantly in our next stop.
Let's go.
It's gonna be like standing there with the car.
Saying, well, what's your favorite building in Europe? And what's your favorite building in Switzerland? What's your favorite building here and there? And then this guy in the cafe comes over to them and he says, there's one building in Switzerland that I wish I could say I had designed. And they said, what's that? And he says, it's a building by Peter Markley in Jarnico. And so he walks away. And so they asked the woman at the bar, who is that? And they said, oh, that's Luigi Snozzi, the guy who had designed all the buildings that they were sitting there looking at. And he said the one building that he wished he could say he designed was this one. Because pure architecture, all proportions, all light, nothing else, no excesses. Came out this book called 20 Buildings Every Architect Should Understand. And it's, there are 20 buildings, 2 of them are on this trip. This is one, our trip in Switzerland.
Oh.
The Bassett Vals. So you're hitting 2 out of 20 worldwide in one trip.
He was a young architect,
Was.
and he became friends with a man who lived in this village named Hans Josephson. Was a sculptor. He was a Jew, and he had grown up in Germany. In 1938, he got on a train, this is a train track, and came to Switzerland to escape the Nazi persecution. He ended up in Jernico and started to sculpt. He's a world-class sculptor. So Peter Markley is a young architect, and he loves talking to Hans Josephson. They talk about proportions, they talk about the meaning of art and humanity. Many, many conversations. Peter would say, what do you think about this proposal I'm making? Someone would give his opinion. They're a generation apart. When Josephson died, he left this village, which had taken him in and where he'd had a wonderful life, and this piece of property, which is at the very end of the village as the train sort of comes into the past beyond. He gave them enough money and he gave them his works. Some of his works, his early works, some middle works, and some of his late works. And he asked them to build a museum for it. Well, he didn't even ask them to do that. He said, I'm leaving you a little money if you want to build a museum, you can, and this piece of land. Peter Markley, so his job then, after his mentor had died, was to make a place for that sculpture. Only elements of architecture to do it. And so it's called La Conjunta, which is the conjunction, because it's a conversation between architecture and sculpture. Many things to think about. This building has, as Dawn said, bare bones. There may be some electricity, no electricity, a little water fountain so they can water the lawn outside. It's just light and concrete and the sculptures. Some people say it's talking about a mountainous concrete. Some people describe it as if it's a long building. People talk about it being about the journey of one's life, the journey along the railroad, his journey, his escape from Nazi persecution. The experience of it is these 3 volumes in a journey. I'll tell you my first about. Look at that, saying, huh? Why are we here? It's my first impression when I saw it.
Here's the door.
Don, did you get the key?
Who got the key? On the door? Oh, hang on to that key, though.
I get the key.
We have to count heads before we lock it up so we don't get any Tom Sawyer.
Story here.
Oh.
What do you got? So, drawing assignment here. And that is a transverse section. Cut through this way. And you will notice that there's different heights in different segments. So you have to
This is terrifying.
Speak to Jonah, he loves it.
Jonah and I will fight at dawn. I hate this.
I love it. So we're gonna.
What?
Wrong way.
It's not a short one.
I thought he said transfers.
Yeah. Oh, it's long?
Wait, it is the short way? I thought it was long. My thoughts. Okay, my thoughts. I think that the daylighting, incredible. Use of concrete, great. I'm not a fan of brutalism. But I think this does the job. I wish there was more. Like, not just blank walls like I'm in a dungeon. But the daylighting is very effective. What are your thoughts?
Brutalism.
Oh, you're pro.
I like it.
You like? Yeah, absolutely. Love. Love. Absolutely love. Great. I'd say a 9.3 out of 10. Wow. Lona, what are your thoughts?
Stark. Not enough furniture. No floor lamps. What can I say?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's great.
Got my section done. Hey guys, so it's now time to get back on the bus, and we're actually going to be on the bus for about 2.5 hours, so I probably won't see y'all till we make it to Vals or have a stop somewhere, but if anything really interesting happens, I'll let you know. I think I'm just gonna spend the time reading. It's lunchtime, so we'll have some food. We are just picnicking while we're here. So I'm at the train station. There is a little grocery store. Hi, Jenny. There's a little, at the train station, there's a grocery store, so that's kind of where we've been getting lunches and dinners from. So I will waffle hummus bowl, and I had it yesterday and it was really delicious. So I will let you know. I did manage to find someone littered in a medieval wall, so I will be tossing this. Got all our drawings done. That building was pretty interesting. Again, wasn't my favorite, but the daylighting was really good to see. Useful for our museum project, so I'll probably be incorporating some of that. Besides that, I'll see you on the bus or at Vals. Bye. Hi, bus. We are anti-litter. Lunchtime. Lunchtime. My seat, buddy. Welcome to the Alps.
Delski. It's tricky in terms of how it's marked sometimes.
When you get up there, there's a welcome center, water and treats. And then you continue past that, the road, past the houses, and as you come around the bend, you'll see the chapel. You're going to want to do a minimum of 3 drawings, but you'll want to do a lot more. 3 scales, building, components, detail. We'll talk about the details once I get up there.
Hike time. Hike time to St. Benedict's. We got this. Let's go. There are cows. Update, there are cows. Oh my gosh, is there a baby? They're saying there's a baby. Yeah. I want them to be nice though. Hi. Oh my gosh, it's cows. Little sheep. I'm loving the wildlife on this hike. Sheep. Hi, sheepies. What I've been hiking? You can't even see the bottom, bro. We're on top of a mountain. Really on top of a mountain. I mean, look at this. It's breathtaking. Literally. Hey guys, what is it? Like an hour later or something? I do believe this means we've made it. And this view is something spectacular. We've made it! It's time to draw now. Devin, wave! Oh, lovely. Oh, it's just a semicircle. Oh, interesting shape. Oh. What is happening?
You get the electricity up in the roof and bring it down to those pendant lights. Well, you wouldn't want to see it. So where is it? To the roof, so it can distribute to all these pendant fixtures. So over here, where the connections are tight and you're not likely to notice it, behind this cabinet, black iron pipe conduit that's going up. And you gotta get where Jim is to be able to even find it, right? So it takes power up and into the upper roof framing and distributes it across the roof and lets you come down to these lights. So you can't leave anything unattended.
Okay, so while we were in the chapel, Sheree goes up to Gibbons and goes, still not understanding like what's so amazing about this building. And Gibbons was like, what do you mean? Like all the things I mentioned. He's like, yeah, I just like not, doesn't seem like that amazing. Like I'm just like, I'm just not like impressed by this. And then they had like a 20-minute conversation of Gibbons trying to convince him that it's like architecturally like amazing. And he was just like, yeah, I guess.
This is architecturally amazing. Brought to my attention that we're not in Vals.
Let me check that.
We're gonna do a fact check. Are we in Vals?
No.
We're not in Vals.
At least an hour away.
Okay.
We're not in Vals. I'm so sorry, vlog. I lied to you. I don't know where we are then. Where are we?
We're near some
We're near. Okay. Now officially in the Vals. This is our hotel back here. When we get back, I'll give you a little tour. It's so cute. We're now gonna go head into the village and find dinner. I don't know what we're all gonna do, but we're gonna head that way, where the people are. So yeah, look how beautiful.
If I hear one more person complain about how expensive things are here, I will hit them.
I'll try to stop it.
It is how it is here. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I get it. It's frustrating.
That is something. I did not realize how expensive things were gonna be here, and things are quite pricey. It's honestly not that more expensive than America. Like
Exactly.
it
It's just
gives
because
America,
Italy is
but
cheap.
Italy was so cheap that we like got used to it.
We're
So
also in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, so
I don't know. I'm about to spend $37 or 37 whatever on a burger right now. So
you want a burger?
I've never done that in America.
Yeah, we have not done that in America.
No. And swirl.
I got ribs with shrimp.
Italy with natural spring waters. Switzerland. spring waters, that's where we are. And so they could bottle water and have that medicinal water here. And so they did, and they had an industry with it, which has become Vals water, which we buy all over Switzerland, at least, sometimes in Italy. They also had hot springs. So in the 19th century, they had a very fancy hotel. People would come to the hot spring. In the 60s, a developer said, I'm going to turn these hot springs into something as a tourist attraction. And he built 3 hotels. This is one of them and 2 beyond that. And made the hot springs into a little place people could come. Didn't do well. He went bankrupt. And the town said, we can't lose this. And the person who was running the hot springs was the wife of Peter Zumthor. The town to buy it hired Peter Zumthor, and he had these 3 hotels, and they're sort of odd. They're tall, they're real 60s buildings. Want to spend money on the baths, we'll make them spectacular. And so in a very light hand, he redid these 3 hotels, and yours probably over here hasn't changed. In a heavier hand, he did the baths. So fancy hotel. So to get to the fancy hotel, the town, not quite sure, decided to sell the baths. Some person who apparently was local,
They don't know where his money
came from, and he bought the baths.
The entrance to the baths. Architect's entrance, because there's a direct connection from here to the baths. And that's what the entrance looks like. Now we're getting an inside look.
over here is the sauna rooms, and around the middle are different bathing environments. And then we're looking obviously at the outdoor pool, which
We're gonna go down to
they added these walkways.
baths. We'll go in there later. It's time for us to cross this fun bridge.
We walked over stone bridges in front of
Look at that. It's really interesting.
say it's a bridge meant for trees.
It's like a wooden stone. Oh.
Actually, be on the sunny side.
Yeah, come over here.
Get the height.
Oh,
Get the height.
it's a very tall bridge.
It really is. Hands up.
Tall bridge.
That's the
We're just on. It's so tall, and it's made of Vals quartzite, which is the stone of the village we're in. We're officially starting our hike for the day. We're walking through. I don't know really where we're going. We're just gonna be wandering. Little hay barn up close. We have an assignment to draw one of those, but we just need to get it done by some point while we're here, the next 2 days. So nothing really stressful about that. Look at those. Oh, you don't like it? I love it.
That's why Taylor probably likes it.
Maybe. I love it. It doesn't say anything about what?
It says a bunch of information about the race, but it doesn't actually say what the race is with.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's a race for something.
I think cycling.
It's 21.2 kilometers with 550 meter elevation gain.
Found a piazza, but it's not called a piazza because we're in German land. It's a Platz. And on this little bench, it said Vals Grand Prix. So we're looking up what this Grand Prix is. And
We're pretty sure it's a cycling race.
I think so.
85%.
I think so. Look how cute these little homes are. They're so cottage. There's a church. There's no one out. Oh, hello.
Friends with me.
You found us. I love this one. We're going in this little shop. Push. Hi. Smells like cheese. Oh, I want one of them. This is very cheese. I think I'm gonna go to the grocery store. These bags are cute though. The grocery store now. And they're playing Noah Kahan. Oh. They are. Okay, Slay. Odd building we were told to meet up at. I am into it. It's interesting. Look at that. I'm into this. Time to go in. Thank you.
That was a lovely bathroom experience. The toilet was in a very good spot where I couldn't see myself while I was going to the bathroom, but the mirror was like all the way across the wall, and the sink was very long, but my phone didn't get wet when I set my phone down on the sink, even though it wasn't an obvious sink bowl. It was just a piece of stone, and the soap smelled nice.
That was a great review. What do you give it out of 10?
A 9.5.
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, I wish I had some poop in me so I could have taken the shit in there. Because I think that would have been a great experience, but I'm ready. I just took a little tinkle.
For the walk. Oh, and an assignment.
That's why she'll be there. So,
Hi.
This is where we're going. All the way up there. Found our little town. I got our waffles. Warm berries. We got to send that in the group chat. Made the hike worth it.
Making me jealous with my bouquet of flowers and waffles.
Waffles. Yes, warm berries, ice cream, and whipped cream. Yeah, tell us how your first bite is.
I gotta get a little bit better. Let me make my bite. Oh,
Fucking life changing. Okay, time for me to eat. Rejuvenated with a waffle and french fries. We are now exploring. So these are the Zumthorpe buildings that we came to see and we'll be drawing. And then there's also this beautiful church. Oh wow. The bows! I love the bows. So cute. These are the Zumthorpe houses. So you just have to draw one. All his buildings have the triangles. There's 3 triangles on them. guys.
My friend kind of like weaseled his way in a few years ago. I want to see if we can do it.
Found our spot to draw. We are gonna get started on this drawing, and I also took a photo on the hike for my other drawing for Gibbons that is of a barn we need to do. So we're gonna relax, do these drawings. What we're drawing, this elevation facade. Yeah, so we can get started on this. I end up back at the cafe, we'll see. I'm finishing up my sketch. I've moved locations. Now back outside the restaurant, and we are just relaxing in these chairs. And look at this incredible view as I'm just working on my drawings. Sabina.
It's beautiful.
Literally unreal. We're on our way back down the path now. We're all taking the road this time. We are getting ready because we have our appointment at the baths soon. We're so excited. We've been learning about this building literally since the introductory class freshman year, and it's one of our professors' favorites. So it's the first time we'll be going all inside. Sadly, there's no cameras allowed. I am gonna try and sneak some pics, but we'll see what happens. All going in at like little separate time slots, and we'll be there pretty much till it closes. So I'll let y'all know how it goes, rate the experience and everything. I cannot wait. It's gonna be so good. It's bath time. Devin's burnt. Devin's a little burnt, but it's bath time. Bath time. These are the baths. Again, like I said earlier, I sadly could not bring the vlog in with me. I'm gonna try and sneak some pictures, maybe a video or two. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try my best, but this is truly gonna be incredible. And I can show you my sketch after. We are at our last stop of Switzerland. We are going to see some ruins and then heading back. We're already not in Vals. I don't know where we are, but we're gonna go see ruins and I think be in a museum for a bit. All our stuff to do some drawings, but this should be our last stop of Switzerland, which is so sad. I cannot believe that it's already been 5 days. Show you what we get up to.
Similarly on his north of here that we used to walk a long way to look at the outside and turn around and walk back. We don't do that anymore.
Will they give us a drawing? I'm going to focus on this skylight as my component in detail drawing. So I'm going to join the group and get started on drawing. believe this is either a foundation of some sort and the start of Vals, the road. We're out of the Archaeological Roman Museum and we're now going on a little stroll through town. I believe the town is Kur or Chur, one of the three. I'm on a little stroll and gonna have a little walking tour before our lunch break. So if there's anything super cool, I'll let y'all know. Otherwise, I'll probably see y'all at lunch. Stall area being led through. It's beautiful.
What does that building look like? You're good.
Rat house?
Rat house.
Rat house.
What is the rat house?
That house.
Where the politicians live.
It's true.
I'm not kidding.
Donald, he's not kidding. It is the city hall.
I like it.
City hall, as by some other name.
Rat house.
Rat house.
And it's going to be, it's their basilica. We'll take a look at it. And you can see the town is just at the foot of the hill with the church is on top. And we are going to, I'm going to take you to the Rat's house. And then I'm going to release you.
They've updated the model.
My camera's dying.
See that? You make a pin of that. That is where we are going to meet.
Time to go in the rat house. To get some chocolate. Wait, these are adorable.
It's like to bring back the this looks a little like that.
Oh my gosh, these are all so beautiful.
It's a project of 3 museums. This is the view you have of them. The first one was an Italian-made villa. 19th century as an Italian villa. It was curated, bought by the city. It had a garden, of course, right?
In competition, won by the Spanish architects who proposed this, which I remind you is a floor of galleries underground that are in this open space that surrounds the building, and galleries up in the part above grade. And there's a connection from the downstairs galleries to a staircase that climbs up into the basement of the villa and then goes up through its core.
Is it time to go in, guys? Yeah. Time to go in. Time to go in. Time to go in. I don't think we're going in though. They're walking us around the entrance. That would be where we would go in. We're going this way. This way. This is the Kunstmuseum in Kur. This is the more modern side, and then it connects to Art dal Grishkon and Museo de Arte de Grigioni Quora. And so we're supposed to explore. We have like an hour here, and we have to do a detail that we want to look back on when we are working on our projects. It's definitely an interesting museum. We have made it to the other side of the museum. It's a lot more classical. It's the original museum. So, oh, Crystal! Explore this one, and then I asked Jenny, and she said we're getting on the bus after this. So it's officially the last stop in Switzerland, which is just insane and sad. Okay, so we're back on the bus, and I was wrong. We do have one more stop, but then it will be officially our last stop. It will be on the way back. Thankfully, we don't have to do the 30-minute walks we would have had to do. We just have a little time. We did all buy some chocolate. We have our Swiss chocolate, so there will be a taste test at some point. And I hope you love it.
No way. Jonah?
There's alcohol.
Jonah. Jonah. Someone tap Jonah. Jonah. Alcohol in the chocolate.
Yes, I did it.
Pass it around. Yes, Jonah. Jonah, I feel like I got you something from Switzerland.
Our last Swiss stop.
It looks like Tetris.
It does look like Tetris. Someone's up there, it looks like. This is an incredible orchestra area.
Came over the Lucamagna Pass. We're going to go back on the San Bernardino Pass. Then we'll go right through Bellinzona, past all of our favorite places until we get through Milan.
We're currently going to check out the spot where Jonah fell. It's a sentimental moment. Jonah, would you like to tell the story? Okay.
Look how beautiful it is.
It is beautiful. Oh, it's a rainbow balloon.